I'm back. This is end of the episode. J Blocks here to give you a little bit of information and such about the absolute monster of an episode you're about to embark on because I've I apparently this is what I'm doing now, but not for long. So if you didn't catch the end of the last episode, which no shade if you didn't, because that was another monster. But I had like a few like updates and stuff for the channel, and one of the big ones is I have a little goal that I would like to try and hit, and it's get an episode out every week for the year. So I genuinely have no idea how feasible that's gonna be. And there's a non-zero chance that just trying to do that, trying to like grind that out is gonna destroy me. So I definitely wanted to do that for like a month or two and then kind of see where I'm at. If I can hit it and maintain that pace, good. If it's like starting to get a little iffy and I'm not like, you know, putting my all into an episode into these videos or these builds or anything, then I think I might slow it down, maybe cut it to like once every 2 weeks. But that's something that future me needs to feel out and see. But that's the goal. So, once this episode's out, you're watching it. Hello. Next week, same time, same channel, there will be another episode. And there will be that at the bare minimum once a week and through the end of February. I'm committing to that. Feel free to rake me over the coals in the comments if I don't stick to that. And another thing for the episodes, as you can see, this is this is something from the future. I did a lot in this episode. This is doing everything that I did this episode was a bad idea, which is why it's, 2 hours long. So future episodes, I'm just saying it now, future episodes are not going to have this much progress in them because this, what you're about to see is like legitimately 2 months of effort. And if I want to hit an episode a week, I think 2 months of effort into a video doesn't like math properly. But yeah, so enjoy my insane terraforming episode.
A lot of copper.
All right. So, all right, mountain planning walkthrough time, I guess. So, right now, what I've done is just kind of build down stone over like plateaus of dirt where things are. Hush now, zombies. What I want to do is
Hold on, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna
Lands.
install an F7 mod.
Good plan.
It's just a pain in the ass.
So I want these
Add
mountains
content.
to be kind of bouldery. What I
White.
think I'll do is I'll probably do something similar to this as well. It's just kind of going straight up. And then I'll do like a detailed texturing pass where I can kind of bring them out a bit more, make them more boulder-y. I think there's going to need something if I have another like cliff face. I like the idea of having like multiple cliffs. Stone. I guess that needs to be built out. Probably get rid of all your birch trees. Then I want to clean up the river as well. And do a river bank on like at least this side. I should probably also tear down these houses. Okay. Those are my initial thoughts right now. So I'll probably go through, build up a few more just layouts for where the terrain should be, and then I'll hop back back in after that. I'm realizing with the amount of resources that I need to get for this build, I think it's time to actually get some enchants on my gear.
Yeah.
Alright, so let's see. I do really want to enchant this helmet, but it might be a really bad idea because it has 3 durability left. Rats. And now I get to go get more lapis from the house. Let's see. Not so. Oh, okay. Probably should be a bit more careful with the kiting creepers near the chickens.
Yeah.
But
That'd be smart.
ha, he doesn't know I'm gone. Up we go. Yeah, a bit more terraforming going. Progress, slow progress, slow progress. I need to quarry the heck out of somewhere. And I guess having good enchants will be important for that. What are I coming for? Alright, so theory right now I have all the gear that I want to enchant on me, so just take these, and then I can just slap mending on these. I should slap mending on this guy first. This guy. I'm gonna have to buy mending. The whole thing. Alright, okay. So first thing we're gonna start with shovel. So ideally we get soul touch. It's kind of bad. Maybe I should get a grindstone. Grindstone here would actually be kind of useful. Rats. Alright. Back up we go. Alright. Here's hoping we just have a spare grindstone sitting around. Unluckily for me, I'm not seeing much. And I have a cat that really wants to look at my screen. As is tradition. Okay. Get some sticks, a stone slab, and I think some logs. Oh, I don't have any armor.
I feel like
Dang it.
you need some help.
What?
I feel like you need some help.
No, I'm fine. I'm fine. Genuinely.
Uh-huh.
I just forgot to grab a grindstone. Everything is fine.
Why don't you just make, like, good diamond gear with the villagers that we have?
I have 30 levels. If I can get, like, if I get Unbreaking 3 just on something through the enchanting table for, like,
You
3
get it
levels.
for cheaper getting the book and it's slapping it on something random.
Yeah, but then, like, eventually the book costs stack up to, like, 30, but if you start by
Yeah,
getting
but you only need a breaking 3.
through the table, you know? Alright, I'll just hide this back
On
here.
M's. Alright, time to find where the entrance is so I can make it easier for me to come back and forth.
Unbreaking 3. Efficiency 4 Unbreaking 3 on the diamond shovel. Perfect. And I still actually have 30 levels. Let's
Get a mending book.
maybe start with the helmet. Let's see, actually, let's see what goes on it. Blast protection 4. I don't want blast protection 4. Alright. Let's try the boots. No. Depth Strider 3. Flash protection for Depth Strider 3. Oh well. Yeah, I like the enchanting table because it's gambling.
I did most of the gambling already.
Alright, let's leave those there for anybody else who needs to enchant one day. Alright. Then I still have 27 levels, which should let me slot mending on my pickaxe and my shovel. It's very important that you use the doors. Now, how much is Silk Touch and where is Silk Touch?
Why is Silk Touch?
Where is Silk
Silk
Touch?
Touch is on the
I already
second
asked
floor.
that. Alright. 18 diamonds. That's not terrible at all. Okay.
No, it's really good trade value.
And then I'll just need rats. We have one zombie villager.
From what?
I don't know. It's the quick charge villager, so it should be fine.
Oh, that it was on the first floor.
Yeah. Oh, I wonder if he'll despawn. I guess if you trade,
Should probably just name tag him.
he probably has. I mean, presumably he's been a zombie for a while, so like I'm willing to risk it. It's only quick charge. Okay, and we'll just kind of. I'm gonna leave that there because I'm feeling lazy. I need to patch that hole up because that's probably where things keep getting in from. Everybody else seems fine. Okay. Oh wait, no, I need to use the door. It's very important. Cool. So 18 emeralds. I think I might have gotten a few extra emeralds. We'll see if it was enough. Yeah, we'll just need to go on a little adventure. Oh,
You know, I'm gonna check if there's an ancient city down in here.
heck yeah. Oh my god.
I missed my water bucket clutch.
Alright.
Holy mobs. Yeah, I definitely lit up the top really well because there's mobs everywhere down here.
Nice. Alright. So, I guess we'll put mending on the pickaxe first, because that's probably the most important one. 2. Beautiful. Mending on the shovel. Touch on the shovel. Cool. Alright. Alright, I got mending on my pickaxe and on my shovel. I wonder. We grab this guy, and then we go back here. Alright, I guess it might look a little weird, but... So default over here. Yeah, a little weird, little ugly, but... But the end result is going to be worth it. Function-wise...
Oh, I have torches.
Can we... grab, let's see... Oh, which we do need more. Actually, cobblestone's technically now rare for me, because I don't have a...
I'm surrounded by it.
X. What would be... Yeah. We can glaze some of this. Then we just flick that. Flick that. Put that in. Then... Curious to see how this is gonna go. So our level 18 now, plus our stuff. Respectable.
What you get?
Oh wait, actually, let's see if I can do this from here. I guess I just... Oh, yeah, like that. And then...
I've definitely passed by over a stack of diamonds.
I'm back to level 30, specifically level 34, and my pickaxe and shovel is fully repaired.
You trading villagers? Just
Nope.
sticks?
This is you know how as you like smelt stuff through furnaces, it like
Oh yeah.
passively builds up XP. I added some levers to the smeltery one so you can lock
Oh,
the
finally,
output
yeah.
hoppers and take it. And I wound up getting enough XP to fully repair. It was like my diamond pickaxe isn't like half durability, so that's fully repaired now. Shovel was like probably 2/3 the way full. So those are both fully repaired now, and then it got me from level 18 to 34.
You smelt the iron or something?
I smelted some terracotta.
Oh, that works.
Yeah. So, you know, these levers, they don't look the greatest. But
if they do the job, they do
the
the job.
function they give us is worth it. And plus, if you stand like here, they're like out of sight, out of mind. Cool. I think it's time to go quarrying. So this area here is just going to be covered by mountain, which means anything we do in this area doesn't matter.
We're covered in snow if it rains.
Just tear this place to pieces. You know what might be fun, actually? Okay. Unlucky. Might not work. Okay, what about this? This might just work, actually. So, now... Oh. You know, I've been holding off on getting a chance, but insta-mining dirt is nice, I will admit. But I enjoy the slow while it lasted. Is the edge of it? Yes, this is. Go through here. Lay that down. Okay. And then... pop up here. And this a little bit. I don't know why I took 2 down. But... oh shoot! And we have a soak touch. I've got a soak touch shovel now. I forgot about that. I can actually pick up Podzol. Glorious day.
Glorious.
This right here. This is my idea of a good time. Listen to that sound. Crunch. Alright. So I think this is just gonna be... this thing is gonna be a resource square. And we'll just take it all the way down.
I made it.
No!
You can see it in the replay mod because you'll be looking at the pit anyway.
Yeah, but it would have been funny if I came to the edge of the cliff and watched you fail the bucket clutch.
Just die, yeah. That would be funny.
Holy moly. Get it? Not the helmet, please, not the helmet.
That would have hit.
Horrifying. Alright. You got all the eyes on you. You can make it. Look at him go! And he makes the clutch. The crowd erupts.
Fuck! My legs!
You get 1 cobblestone as your reward.
Well, thanks. I need it.
Now you can peel your way out.
Yo, I got you. Ready?
Yo.
I did it.
You're free.
I am holding a stack of cobblestone in my offhand.
Nice. Such a relaxing time.
True.
Honestly, I probably have another layer left in me.
Yeah, I'm making it a lot easier because there's 2 of us instead of just 1.
Yeah. So I'm going about like 100 durability per layer.
That sounds about right.
And honestly, I'm having a great time just listening to these sounds.
Zoning out.
Yeah.
I have music playing in the background.
Same.
You gotta have some tunes, otherwise I go insane.
Honestly, there are probably some days where I could just do this in dead silence.
Yeah, for a little bit. I don't think you could do it forever.
If I'm having a certain kind of day, I could probably do this for hours. It would have to be a very certain kind of day.
True. It could have been the beginning of this month.
Yeah. Could have been during that,
Put it in the video. No.
that extended spring break that we had that one time.
Oh, true. Alright, guys. You guys had an extra week of spring break. Enjoy. We're monitoring this for a little bit. Alright, guys. We're going to extend this spring break by another week.
Alright,
it's not
guys.
looking so good.
Don't come
Alright,
back.
guys. So you guys have to leave campus. Insta mining dirt.
Cool. This is a sizable chunk of progress for this next layer.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly, I probably have another layer left in me.
Every time.
Just one more layer. Something, keep gambling. See, this...
You know the durability.
Yeah. See, this adds like an extra level of like thrill to it. It's like, how far can I push it? Because when I start a layer, I can't like...
0.
I can't stop a layer, right?
How much durability is left? Like 15?
305.
Oh, we have plenty.
Yeah. Ooh, redstone. We're getting there. I'm willing to do 6 more layers, including this one. Easy. Just get down to deep slate, and we'll be good.
You have to make sure the bottom part is a solid deep slate, not like patchy.
That's true. Or we could just mine out all the stone.
True.
Give that.
They'll look ugly though when you come back down.
Yeah, it might look neat for a little bit.
We'll see when we get there.
It's like that classic, or not even classic, but when you mine down to bedrock and you get that weird like scraggly look.
Yeah.
I
But
like
it's not
it.
bedrock we're mining too. Oh, my
Yeah.
inventory's full.
But deep slate still generates the same way. I think. Imagine having a full inventory. Fortune moment.
I did have to mine all the ores.
Yeah.
You mined none of them.
Yeah. Hey, I mined around them for you to grab. You know? I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part.
You have 5 minutes. Or this redstone disappears and vanishes from existence.
I know, that's why I was like, all my inventory is full. Alright, time to bucket clutch back down. Yeet.
Alright. Look at him go! Oof. That's gonna leave a mark.
Leggings! I took 2 hearts.
I love feather falling. I feel like if I'm too scared to try a bucket clutch because I'd probably just perish.
You gotta do it at some point. I might force you at one point.
Yeah, you know, you're gonna feather falling force me. That'll be the point.
Yep.
I've got
That's a lot of blocks.
243 durability. Oh, we can do the
That's
math.
like 2 more levels. So we will have to repair it anyway. We can just go right now and repair it to like half or full. It'll be, we can just finish the rest of it.
I mean, we've already started this layer, right? We can't leave
Then we'll
mid-layer.
finish the layer. We'll go to the next one. I'll go and get the XP.
We'll finish the layer, then we'll suss out the vibes.
I don't know about that one, Chief.
Because, you know, I might have one more layer in me.
Oh my god.
Oh, you see, you know, we're gonna finish this layer, but, like, since we mined out all the dirt and all these ores, there's, like, some holes in this layer, so it's not gonna be a perfectly
my
smooth
god.
layer. And, like,
Oh,
you
no.
don't want to
Stop it.
end
Stop
on a
it.
lumpy
Stop
layer. Like, it's gotta be perfectly flat. You gotta be satisfied with your newly created layer. You know? It's important.
You want me to place down cobblestone and make it a flat layer?
But then that's just like, you know, kind of... That's just wasted durability on our pickaxes, you know?
Oh, shucks. I wonder what you need on your pickaxe.
Hey. It's still just about at the level of an iron pickaxe. I think I got another layer in me. No.
If the durability is over 100 for the next one, then...
Oh my god. I mean...
There's deep slate here.
Yeah. We've hit it. I mean, if we want to go for the scraggly look, we could just mine out all the stone, and then it'll be less and less stuff each layer.
It's up to you, because this is your pit.
Yeah, it's my pit and my pickaxe. Alright. You know, I mean, if there's like a giant hole in like a part of this pit, like, you know, not a good look. I guess getting down to 0 would probably be the move.
Alright, let's go repair your pickaxe.
I got one more layer in me.
There's at least 2 more layers. At least.
Well, right now my pickaxe is at 149. It was started at like 200 something. Or actually about 200. So it's like 50 durability disappeared during that layer. It's like I think we got one more layer left, and then maybe actually for real this time we could do one more layer, then go repair it.
Alright, Joey, time to look up.
Oh, okay. Yo. Excellent. Ooh. Actually, you know what else we need, though, for this? Moss.
Oh, true. That's how we did the first pit.
Yeah, so once we get it down to, like, pure deep slate, then I think...
Moss is more efficient.
Yeah. And we should... I mean, I'm assuming you got a bunch of bone meal from the,
Oh, we have a lot of bone meal.
So, yeah, I think that should be good. Oh, sorry.
Ow.
Pickaxe to the skull.
Yeah, I got netherite. Didn't feel it at all.
I'm more worried about my pickaxe.
Like slamming it into a wall.
Yeah. I got one more layer in me.
Oh, you have like 30 durability on that pickaxe.
Hey, I'll have you know it's at 87.
Oh my god.
Worst case scenario, I will stop and watch you finish the layer.
I'll be like, you can do another one. I'm like, repair your pickaxe.
This texture's not looking so great.
I feel like I should add that. It's mine as well, because there's one with this texture pack too.
Yeah. The one I use, alright, yeah, you'd probably have to do the one in your texture pack. I use the one through Vanilla Tweaks.
Yeah.
It's genuinely really useful. Like sometimes, like, you know, we do this and I zone out, and then all of a sudden it's like, why does my pickaxe look weird? Ooh. The durability bar is officially empty. Alright, I'm at 55 durability. Oh, and you know, it has some breaking on it.
Yeah.
So, like...
Yep. You have at least 50 blocks.
I'm good! I mined an entire row and it went down 1 durability.
It's a chance.
Yeah. So what I'm basically doing right here, right now, is gambling. 49. See, I told you I had one more layer in me.
Yes, you said that for the past 5 layers.
I can't wait for just a really perfectly comedically timed pickaxe break sound. That would be a good thing for the soundboard here. 38.
It's not possible if you have another one because you had 80 to start this one.
Well, I've gotten
Which means you get
basically
break
40.
on the next one.
So if I get really, really lucky, I'll have one more layer in me.
If.
I'll set up the next layer.
I think it's still. Oh, never mind. There's still stone in this last layer.
Yeah. This is why 2. So we gotta do 2 more layers and then we're good. Yeah, I'm gonna go repair this now. Oh heck yeah. That's cool. I'm digging a big old hole in the ground. I see the organization is just kinda gone.
There's not enough space.
Yeah. That's fair. Alright. So where's this mythical
Let us go
mob farm?
to the mob farm.
I see. Hello there. Alright.
Welcome to my cramped area.
Oh, I've only seen this in Discord live streams.
Alright, here is the sword.
Alrighty.
And then put your pickaxe in your offhand.
Of course, and then... Oh, wow.
Isn't that satisfying?
Yeah. Oh, wow.
I'm gonna check on my parents real quick.
Alright.
Call my grandparents.
I can see the life being breathed back into this tool. I think this is a pretty solid way to get some moss.
In general?
Yeah. Oh, I think it's time to get back to terraforming, which today's goal is actually all about. Actually, before I hop back to it, I can showcase my progress. Let's fill my inventory up with stuff. Oh, my poor armor. There. So let's see, I just need more smooth stone. I brought a lot of smooth deep slate back, but I didn't bring a lot of smooth stone back. That's fine, I know where it is. Grab some more dirt and such. Alright. The big thing I want to do here is just put a grass block there, just have it spread out. So you got this path in, leads up to the house. So now this is finally actually like really connected to stuff. There's no path up to this little plateau, but that will be fixed soon. I'll just have
Shall be fixed soon. TM.
coming up here. Yeah, soon TM, soon TM. I think maybe have like a little house, probably similar to that, or like a hut right here. This is a good spot for a house. And then have a house here. We're gonna have a bee farm building there, which we just kind of, it'll look like this, very similar to this house. I haven't tried anything like too crazy deviating from this style. I think because I do want all the buildings in this little village to feel a bit cohesive. I can see if I can come up with something that looks like a bit different. Like the bee building will look different. It's more in the vein of the smeltery of like the standard house body with something weird jutting out of it. But I'll see if I can come up with some other other ways to keep these new buildings fresh and interesting. While building there, I do want to put a house here. It'll be on this area has like, I know this area has like a little slope down. So maybe like a small house here, or actually maybe even continuing the road down and along that way. That might actually be a better move. That gives this road a reason to be here. And then, yeah, this slopes down here, so then the road kind of curves and then heads diagonally out that way, curves around there, and then can lead straight to the botanical gardens. That's perfect, actually. Yeah. This path will continue to the botanical gardens. Okay, cool. Problem solved. That's what's going here. Bees, house, house. And then lots of trees as well. That'll be a big later thing. Also got
Big later thing.
I still have some just a smidge more terraforming to do. But I did do the whole back, which should have seen in the time lapse. So I gotta bring this out a bit more. I don't know how far out I want to bring this. It's like I don't love the idea of just like a sudden drop off after the bee farm. I really like the idea of something honestly like this, of having it be super gradual. And I think if we use like moss instead of dirt and just have this like whole rolling hill be completely green, I think that could look neat.
You're talking to chat?
Oh, I'm talking to chat.
Yo, chat, what's up?
Let's see.
Smack that motherfucking subscribe button. Give me a like. Do a double DO to give me extra money.
I did not pay him to say those things.
Use your Twitch primes.
Alright, we'll come up here.
Sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends.
Every sponsor. All of them. Right here, right now.
Gamer subs.
No, not that one. So that'll... Okay, so I think that...
Some random cryptocurrency.
Spot.
Coinbase.
Yeah. Right, that's what needs some
Bitcoin.
changing.
Dogecoin.
Oh god. So that slope... I want to have like a gentle slope. Honestly, maybe taking this all the way out there to the river. Just have it slowly slope down, and then however low we get from this, we just have a cliff there, so it's kind of like the river carved its way around there. That could look cool. And that would also section this area off, so this will be like a mountain that adds more of a divide to this valley. That way when you kind of come up here, and when you hit that spot, you have another kind of grand reveal of anything we build back behind in those areas, like Botanical Garden. Honestly, the city will probably expand out that way.
Bowl.
Excellent. Okay, so I like that. That slopes down there. Then we can have some more cliff faces. Honestly, probably put more farmland here. I think that would look nice. So this whole area is like farming. Oh, animal pens here. Get like a proper stable. That's okay. Okay, I like that. It's like an actual thing that can go there. And then probably also have like the proper town center here as well. So this would be kind of lower, flatter. Then we have a hill behind it. It slopes that way. Oh my god, there's so much terraforming to do. But we've done a lot so far today, and a lot more can be done.
A lot of a chunk.
Alright, we also have this here.
There he goes.
Hello, hello. Alright, so yeah.
Every hat you wear at my resource pack covers your eyes.
Oh, it's like that in vanilla too, don't worry. I can't see a darn thing. Alright. So I like this little like small cliff here. We'll make this cave more cavey. Have kind of this little curve here. I do like that curve, so I'll need to just kind of figure out how to continue that into the cave. Cave terraforming will be a whole other thing, so I'll probably just leave that kind of blank and ugly for the time being. I want to get the terraforming in. I like the slope here a lot, actually. So I probably don't want to go too much higher there. Or I do also want to block that. But then also, on the other hand, if you put down trees. So I think blocking that with trees is probably good. So yeah, this probably won't go too much higher than that. And then I'll slope back up to connect to this mountain. And then this mountain, I'll terraform this mountain or change it up later. Okay, so that'll work, that'll work. This is actually starting to look a lot more, now that there's like a mountain behind it, I feel like this gate looks a lot more imposing. It's been unfortunate that it's off-centered here, but it's a little weird when you're on the bridge. I feel like if we put something there,
a split-off bridge.
Then also there's, you have the buildings, you can see that there's the town there, and then when you're actually in the official entryway to the village, this spot is centered. So yeah, the gate's here.
See me fishing at all times.
The way out is there, and the village proper is over that way. It's like a weird little imperfection that, I'm gonna say adds charm.
Adds charm.
Yeah.
Another fishing rod. This is actually a pretty much perfect fishing rod. It was the fishing rod I had before this.
Nice. Wow. This already looks so much better now. There's actually like some structure built up around here.
Do you want this fishing rod?
I'm good for now.
It's
Thanks, though.
actually like 2 enchants off by 1 level.
I mean, I'll stick it in a chest somewhere to hold on to.
I mean, you ran away from me, so I can't give it to you now.
Yeah, I'm just running around talking to the camera.
Get your ass over here.
Alright,
come say hi to the fisherman.
Soon. Alright. I guess this will probably also connect up similarly to over there. The gate, and it'll slope down. If I can pull this off, it'll have this whole area will have an interesting curve. So I could want this to just be like a relatively flat, just hill sloping down. They'll have like some rocks jutting out like this to break it up a bit, and then it'll be mostly just a forest on top. I think that'd be cool. And then I'll sleep real quick, and then we'll check out the big cliff there. Alright, so I guess from this perspective, it does look a little blocky, but then also I haven't done the terraforming here, so that's something to keep in mind. This looks a little chunky, so trees or something to kind of block that up, make that look less blocky, because I think it's really only from that perspective that it looks that. Yeah, because then once you get to like around here, you start to see this curve up, which just looks much better from this angle.
Oh, the creeper despawned before my arrow hit it.
Unlucky. Alright, I'm very happy with this cliff.
I fished up a power 4 punch 2 and breaking 3 bow.
Actually, I probably already talked about this one. Boulder, that'll come out down this way. Path, and then maybe we'll, as that slopes out to the river there, that'll be another cliff. Yeah, this will just be like a very cliffy divide between these two areas. And then here, we'll cover this up. This will be all city. Super industrial, super dense. And then this will be a very forested hill.
Where are we putting the Iron Golem farm?
Iron Farm is going to be going across the river, kind of in line with the library.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. I have a spot picked out. But terraforming first. I built the library, so now it's my me time.
No, I'm just asking because I was curious.
yeah, that's fine. It's in the works. Yeah, comic combo of passive mobs on the top of hills because they pathfind up and then they just stay there. Like that. Alright. Big reveal. Right here, and... Okay. Yeah, so right now, one big thing I've noticed there is that looks like... it looks like a bit of a spill. That still needs some work, I think. Yeah, it looks a little... Looks a bit too rectangular. I did use some slabs there. I don't want to use slabs because it gets too smooth and... Yeah, I don't want to think about slabs in my terrain right now, but I did it there just to cover up the dirt for that. It's a pretty steep overhang, so I put the slabs there. I think it works. Okay. I'm happy with that little boulder. I think that looks good. Yeah, my main issue is this. That really just looks like it's spilling out. Okay, that should be an easy fix. Just maybe wrap that around more. Tweak that a little bit. I should have broken that before doing this, but meh. Alright. I will move it off camera. We'll just hold it. Beware. Driving me insane. Okay. Alright. I guess it wasn't covering much, but cover this boulder. Yeah, I guess this looks a bit too like a strip, so that should probably be stone. Yeah, that should definitely be stone. Let's swap that out. But live on camera. I'll put it. That goes there. Next there. Just in case. Eat some fish. Let's go. Run. Onwards. Forwards. High octane gameplay. Here and just knock that out for that. And then I think also honestly to break this up. Maybe do these two? Okay, so make that look like more of a patch. Probably have like a tree coming out of that. I think that would look nice. So let's see if that's approved. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I like that a lot more. So this looks a bit less rectangular, kind of flows with the mountain more. And I like that. I like the way this rock, this like piece of cliff kind of comes over the gateway. I think that works nicely. Yeah, doesn't line up perfectly, but you know, it's cliff face. They don't always behave how you want them to behave. Alright, that spill I will deal with in the future, I think. Okay, this is not the end of the episode, but this is the end of the gaming day for me because I've been doing this for a while and I need to sleep. But I'll come back at this rested and recharged and ready to terraform and you know, the materials to support that. Heck yeah. So there's been an incident. Turns out, when you have your storage room open to the elements, and you're still building the elements can come into your storage room and cause problems. And very unfortunately for me, there is one right up there. So we're gonna try and deal with this calmly, collectedly, and hopefully we don't destroy our home. You'd see my flinch in real time. Oh god, okay. This is like the worst place to fight a creeper. I messed up. go for a crit. Whew. Okay. 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 I need to light this up more. Oh. This could have been a lot worse. It could have been like down here. Or over there. This is probably the best spot for this to have happened in. Oh. Alright, well, I think today's off to a good start. Plop, plop, plop. The one block I forgot to grab. Plop, plop. Plop. Cool. Good as new. Can't even tell. I wonder... Alright, lights. What levels do creepers need? Because if it's 3, I saw 3 in here. Where's that 3? Alright, well, if it's 4, then that would be the problem. I guess my main theory is it probably... Man... At least that one's still there. Man! Come on, have some respect for the doors. Okay, yeah, I gotta really mob-proof this place. You trampled my crops, you broke in my door. Just the disrespect. Ugh. I'm jumpy today. I thought that composter was a footsteps. Oh boy. Oh, they've already gotten started on my terrain. They're here. They're ripping it apart. Ah. Alright, phase 1 of our terraforming is done. Sorry if my voice sounds a little weird. I'm sick right now. So I want to just go real quick, go over what I've done and what the next plans are. So right now it's mainly just like the shapes of the rocks and, you know, getting the grass on top. I put these rings of moss here so that from a distance you can actually it's green all the way up, which I think looks a lot better for like a rolling hill, which is the vibe I want to go for here. And then some areas, you know, the other side of the dirt block is brown, and I think I do want that in certain areas. Like over here. Yeah, this is the big one. So, yeah, I have this little bit of dirt. That's like the areas of the moss, and I do like a little green gradient down to the gray. And then for the areas of the dirt, I'm going to have a brown gradient down to the gray. So that'll kind of add some more variety to the stone. And that's, you know, the next phase is doing the texturing. So part of what I did here is actually mine these. You see there's some spruce planks back there. So this is hollow, as you probably saw from the time lapses. But I did go in and gave it a little like inner shell of these spruce planks. So that'll make the texturing a little bit easier, especially since I'm planning on using deep slate, which, is directional. But I'm not going to get started on the texturing right away. So before that, I actually want to get some trees dotted around. Because another aspect of like the texturing, like where I'm going to put the moss, is going to depend on where I put trees. Because where in areas that have trees, I'm going to want to have this be podzol instead of grass. And so I need to figure out where the moss is going to go, where podzol is going to go. So this down here, got some podzol placed down. So I'll need to hit some extra areas. This whole spot will probably be a forest. Maybe I can put like some like little cabin in there, but I want this to be wooded, so I want to have the podzol in the ground here. So that's the big next phase, getting the trees in. But the trees are going to be using copper grates as leaves, and naturally they need to be waxed. And to do wax, we need to have beeswax. And my current bee farm is the cherry grove biome over here. There are like 7 beehives that I can run around like a maniac and harvest manually. Let's see if we can, yeah. So they got the campfires under them. So that's how I've been getting the honeycomb to wax things, especially for the good old trading hall. That's where the wax came from. And I would rather not have to put in like 2 hours of labor to get enough honeycomb to wax one building. So, and that would translate to, an hour of labor to wax one tree. And there's generally quite a bit of trees in a forest. So, right here, I'm going to build up a little, like, honeycomb farm. Little, like, bee greenhouse thing. That'll go here, and then once that's done, it's starting to produce honeycomb, then I can go through and build the trees, and we'll actually have, like, finally, an actual, genuine, legitimate source of glorious, glorious honeycomb. I can't wait. And then I'll, once that's done, and once the trees drop, I'll hop back in and give you all another update. And hopefully, maybe my voice will be sounding less bad. Here I am, still sick, but I'm hopping back in with another update. So, I got this built. It has been a few days since I built it, and as you can see, all the copper is finally oxidized. It's been running great. I've been kind of just like running around, doing some stuff in the area, collecting leaves, and this has just been running. And, it's a very, very simple farm. We got your beehive there, and then comparator, redstone, 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 redstone. On top of solid block, there's a dispenser under this basalt, and that's the farm. And so, check that out. It's pretty sick. We got that there, and then we got more honeycomb down here. It's pretty awesome. At some point, I might swap out one of the rows of dispensers, or swap out the shears in the dispensers to be bottles. Not nighttime yet, and then get honey as well as honeycomb. But for now, we need so much honeycomb. I need to be able to wax copper. All right, let me hop over here. I really like the vibe in this room. all the bees flying around. Just, it's nice. So, this is set. And I know I said after this was built, I would get started on the trees. But I was thinking, building the trees, I'm going to be in the area loading things. And I kind of want to get a couple more farm buildings in, with stuff like this, like an automated farm inside. So I actually have a couple more designed up. They are a cactus farm and a sugarcane farm with an added, like 2 tall flour bone mealer inside of it. I think the sugarcane one especially, I think, turned out pretty cool. So I'm excited to get that built. And the cactus farm has like a weird like chunk on it. Actually, that reminds me of something I wanted to talk about. Yeah. I'm sick. My thoughts aren't as coherent as they usually are, so that's my excuse today. This is something that I'm really, really happy with. Oh, and actually, I need to do something to this one too. So here we have, retrofitted Victorian style building. And this is one of said retrofits. So it's, fancy looking weird technology slapped on the back of this building. And I really like how this turned out. It looks like some weird piece of machinery. I don't really know what it does, but it's there. And it really helps just like break up this wall. I think this is like kind of similar to the model making technique, greebling. Which, I don't know the definition off the top of my head, but it's basically where you use like parts in a model kit for just like detail like that. And it's not necessarily where they're intended to be glued, but you're making a custom model, you can glue these parts wherever you want to put them. I feel like that's kind of how I've been thinking of doing this sort of technology stuff, and that's been useful. I'm gonna explain this in a bit. But first, we sleep. We have more people on the server now, so that's pretty cool. There's been some changes. There's been some things. Oh, and we updated to 1.21.3. 1.21.4 will happen at some point. Yeah, we got more people, so you might see some new faces, new builds popping up on the server, which will be cool, I think. Breathe more life into our surroundings. So yeah, I do actually have one last little touch that I want to add. I think it might be my favorite part of this whole shebang. So we hop up here. We'll hop here. Also, right now, I'm fighting off one heck of a cough. So I'm going to try and get this entire clip recorded without letting it out. So that's the challenge. So start off with our raw gold. Then we will you there. Then slap that there. That goes there. There. And let's see if I can remember how to place a grindstone. Perfect. And look at that. It's a bad viewing angle for it. I think that actually kind of looks like a bee. Shame we don't have like a black and white striped block, but take what we can get. We got the trapdoor to kind of copy or get as close as we can to what the back of an actual bee looks like. It's got its antenna. He's got his wings. His wings even have the little holes in them. I'm so happy with this. Oh god, I think I'm gonna fail this cough challenge. Something I feel like I currently need to work on is my miniatures and decor and stuff, which ties into like all the machinery and greebling there. Is making like small, very detailed builds like this. I'm so proud of this. I love it, and I wanna get better at making stuff like this. And like that's a bee. That's like a bee or some bumbly bug thing. I feel like that. Ignore the gap. It's especially at distance, but like from here, like look at that. Yeah, you got the, it's just there. And I might even be able to hide this like, that weird gap if I put like a tree here. I could hide the gap, something sightlines. And speaking of sightlines, the view of this like poking over the hill, I think looks pretty darn cool, if I do say so myself. So it's like a nice like stretch there, and then it gets interrupted in two spots. A little interrupt there, and then the big one with all the smoke coming out. I feel like from a distance, it just looks cool. I might have a more coherent way to describe my like for this when I'm no longer ill, but that is not now. So right now, look at that. It's cool. And it's also like the longest building that we have down. So I think that does add some like extra variety and character to it. And like from here, you actually see like, especially from like this specific point, you look up at this building, you see like the angle part of it, and you look at this building, you see this like super long flat part of it. And it does make them look very different, despite them being very, very similar in style, especially at this back part. Something I'm actually trying to do with like the buildings that I've been designing for this specific area is to make them actually feel a bit more unique, so that it doesn't look like so it doesn't look and feel like I'm building the same thing over and over and over again, just because it's safe. I want to actually try and take some risks, put stuff like this on the buildings, and make them all kind of stand out, but also keep this sort of style, like, which I think so far we've got. Like the only two buildings I feel like are really similar is this and this part of the villager breeder, which, we got 4 buildings here. 2 out of 4 being the same is not terrible. Not terrible at all. And soon it'll be 2 out of math, 6. So back up here. There was no. And then something else that I did is I started a little bit on the mountain texturing right there. I'm sure some of y'all probably noticed. Cough number 2 is brewing. Look, hop down here and take a good look. We're gonna climb a tree and take a look at that tree. So, I'm pretty happy with this. I still need to add like a bit more podzol there, but like, I think that looks cool. I need to, there's this part I have left unfinished because I never did the brown gradient yet, so that's why this part looks weird like that. Honestly, that looks weird too. This is kind of popping out. So this one might need to be reworked a little bit. That one definitely needs to be reworked because that like stands out. But that's the problem area. We're not talking about the problem area. We're talking about everywhere else, which looks beautiful. I'm especially happy with this crag here. I feel like the little gradient with the deep slate under there really accentuates it and makes this look like a boulder, which is what I want. I want this to look bouldery. And then over here we have a similar sort of effect. I think this is the effect for it. Like shines, looks the best. This is my favorite rock. I like all these rocks. This rock is my favorite. And something else I do need to work in is some light gray concrete powder, which I'll add just a little bit of like bright pop to the edges. I have copied this from certain Minecraft YouTube, but it looks good. I want to improve my building and learn. So copy from the pros. Simple as that. But yeah, I really like this green gradient with the moss going down into the mossy cobblestone, normal cobblestone. And it really helps like blend out the green. Or if you compare it to like there, it's kind of hard to see from this tree, but it's a lot just sharper there. And here it actually feels like it, blends out, and you have the moss like slowly growing down. It doesn't look like you can't really see like a sharp edge. It makes it look more natural. Ooh, that was a noise. There's not many like sharp edges out in like nature, everything gets like weathered, rounded down by the elements. You'll find the occasional sharp angle, but you know, like that kind of. Like generally, I feel like the blending makes it feel more natural, and also I love the way this sits on top of that. It just looks more interesting and unique. Cool building, cool bee. But yeah, okay. Now we're gonna go and talk about. I'm glad that water was there. Now we're gonna go talk about why those doors are missing. Because since I made a farm, or I that requires, that runs passively, I needed a better AFK spot. So yeah, in our storage room here, we have a little back area that I built for recording extra like green screen segments. So when I actually popped in the barn build video, I did that from behind here. I have this block to kind of look at, pretend that's the camera. But I've been using this as my AFK spot, so when I, because there's like a slight issue of I haven't lit this place up properly, and sometimes monsters can just be like, so this is here to stop monsters. However, monsters can, ta-da! And so I found a couple creepers in here, so that's been scary. And then of course there's that hole as well. So just like sitting here is a recipe for a disaster. So what I've been doing is kind of hopping back here whenever I need to AFK, bring in some blocks, and just do this. And then safe enough, unless there's like a really angry spider that wants some blood. See, we have that little gate on the bee farm with the door and the 2 trapdoors. As far as I know, I don't think zombies can break a trapdoor. These seem to all exist. This doesn't. So, in there had become my little AFK spot, but I don't like AFKing in an area that's like that big. I don't know why. This is a me issue. It makes me, I don't know, it just makes me uncomfortable just walking away from my computer in a big open area like that, especially also since the bees are there. So like if I walk away from my computer and say one of my cats like steps on my mouse when I'm not here at the worst time and I hit one of the bees, then my entire bee farm is empty and then I die. Can't be having that. Can't be having that. Paranoid to the max. So I went up building a brand new AFK spot, and I was AFK there for a while, and our doors got taken. So we need more doors. But now that we have a copper farm, we can get some more doors. We can get some more doors prepared. Yes, they can. I have an idea. Take you. It's the same number. Okay, that's fine. So, a stack and a 2 extra. So, we're going to go up here, and we're going to place these doors for like the 3rd time and wait for them to oxidize because, if I do the terraforming, this place will be spawn-proof. I'm going to go through and be meticulous about it, but right now, it's not, and the zombies keep taking my doors. We're going to go here, and then here. And I'm sure Nikki won't mind. Let's see. Yeah, we'll start here. You gotta have some spares in this kind of situation. It's just driving me insane. I would love to be able to just like come down here, grab a few more like freshly oxidized copper doors, and be able to just swap them out on a whim. God, okay, that's important to note. Part of me worries that this might give her ideas. We'll see. Now we can't make this room all copper oxidized. Cool. I was talking about the perfect AFK spot. This actually does work down here, but like, it doesn't look. I'm sorry, Nikki. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. It doesn't look pretty. I'm sorry. It's it's not my it's not the aesthetic I look for in an AFK room. Yeah. So instead I built something, you know, very nice. I'm very happy with it. My little outhouse. So this is the AFK spot. It has a cool little feature, which is what this is. We'll talk on that in a bit. So, you know, I have this like weird little the bulge part of it up against the wall. I'll probably put like a tree here. This will be surrounded by trees like podge and stuff. That'll kind of help hide it, tuck it in. But I'm really happy with how this looks. It does look like kind of an old-timey outhouse. So you just hop in here. Oh, also, when I place the door, this is when the door is closed. So think, I don't think mobs are able to break a door when they're quote-unquote open, which is this state. So, like, put the door down and then open it to close it. And I think mobs can't break that. So, and then I don't think they can go down scaffolding. Go down on scaffolding. Come on down. And check this out. Left on my honeycomb. Oh, this is axe size more. Be the green one. It's not quite done. There's lichen back there. It's slapped on a crafter with the item frame and the clock. So when you're down here, you can just soak up the vibes. I love it. Our little AFK zone. I tried to get this color to like line up with the I think it's weathered, waxed weathered copper trapdoors. I tried to get this text color to line up with it, but I think my options were lime, uh, cyan, or green, which is this, and green is the greenest, so we have this guy. Honestly, maybe yellow could work and match the gold of everything, and that I might mess around with the color there, but I'm really digging the vibe of this place. You got bushes everywhere. It's super cozy. Makes me feel safe, which is what I want for my AFK spot. So close all these. If I'm being extra paranoid, I don't think anything can get through there. I don't think anything can get through there. I don't think anything can go down there. So like the only way I'll die in here is if, you know, a person, an actual human being in the realm of Minecraft comes by and does something. And at that point, that's something we can get revenge for. Can't get revenge against a mob. They'll be despawned by the time I respawn. Yeah, also we have a bed down here, set our spawn and everything. Got some of the new pictures that they added a day or two ago. These things look beautiful. I love them. And then this little guy. For the design of this, I literally just googled like Minecraft grandfather clock. Did you hear that? Oh, that means it's a thunderstorm. No, that means it's raining. Yeah, so there's a daylight sensor hidden in the ground up here, or not up here, but break this. There we go. Yeah, so we got this guy and a comparator pointing into the tough block behind it. So just gotta make sure this always has sky access. And so, essentially, whenever it becomes nighttime, it dings the bell, and then I have the bed in here so I can go to sleep. So even if I have this like open and I'm just like doing something else on my computer, we're just sitting here waiting for farms to farm, I get like a little audio notification ping that hey, you could sleep. So hopefully, you know, if I'm doing that, I can avoid the god dang zombies stealing my doors. And also other people are on the server and need me to sleep. We did change the game rule, so now only 50% of the players need to be able to sleep or need to be in a bed to pass the night, which has been very nice. I like that a lot. Quality change. So that's why that's there. I've only had this for like 12 hours at this point, and it's already very nice. I love this room, even though this room has already cost me 2 exposed copper doors, waxed even. I'm so glad we have the honeycomb farm now, because, you know, 5 days ago, losing 2 waxed exposed blocks. Oh my god, that hurt. That that took a piece of my soul. Getting that stupid honeycomb. But that was no problem. We have stacks. It's awesome. Yeah, that's what I've been up to here. Oh, something else that's really, really fun. If I angle it right. Yeah. We can lie on the bed. It's pretty awesome. So that's what I've been up to here. I'm gonna go and not make the trees just yet. I will make them. I will make them. We have the honeycomb. We can use all of the copper grates. But I want to make those 2 more farm buildings. Because I have the itch to build buildings. So we're gonna get those made. We're gonna talk about them a little bit more, and then we're gonna make trees until I drop, or texture till I drop. We're gonna do something related to the terrain, because this is the terraforming episode. Well, sneaking the construction of 3 more buildings into it, as you do. So yeah, talk to you in a little bit. So I have just been making some modifications to the honeycomb farm so it has more storage, so it won't back up and do bad things. And I had a small heart attack. Let's see if they're still there. You know, I'm very proud of that building. I like that building a lot. It's a good building. Where did your friend go? There was a second one. Just right outside the door. I opened the door. I always see like a flash of green in my peripheral from like this grass block up against the podzol. So I'd kind of gotten used to that. And then I heard the hiss. And my soul left my body. I sprinted around this path into the storage room. And now we're here. I'm going to shoot him. I did not appreciate that, sir. Where's your friend? Where is his friend? I'm worried he's like, there's like these ledges here. I'm worried he's like, just right back there hiding. If I blow up this building, I will be distraught. This is paranoid gameplay. Paranoid. Okay. Feed my axe. Did he go? Did he despawn? There were 2, I swear. I didn't have flashback going. I didn't have OBS going. So I have no evidence. But there were 2. I'm not hallucinating. I'm not. I swear. Gone. This is also kind of like the worst area for creepers because, you know, green. Oh my god, I am so on edge right now. Alright, well, they appear to be gone. Problem solved. I guess since I'm here, I'll do a quick little hop in overview of what I'm doing. So I checked into this chest and it was like almost full. And I think I've built this sort of bee farm before. I think bad things happen if it backs up. Because like the way it works is, you know, the comparator's signal strength slowly gets longer until it shears it. And then, you know, oh, no, maybe it doesn't. Maybe it'll just shear it and like it'll spit it out and it'll despawn. But like, that's wasting materials. Can't have that. Like what I was thinking is like, it wouldn't like shear it because it's gonna get sucked out or something, and all these hoppers would back up, and then you'd have to like manually power each one of these. But that's not the case. It would still work, but it would just be spitting out the honeycomb this way. And you know, I've been playing on this for like a few hours today, and this chest almost filled up. And I'm not, especially as this server goes on. Like, I'm not going to be checking in on this like every few hours. And so I'm going to be hanging out in this area a lot. So like these chests are going to fill up. I like this spot. Hello. So I do want to have just like a big bulk storage so that, like, you know, if I do have a huge build plan that needs stacks and stacks of honeycomb blocks, I could just like, oh, the bee farm. Let's see how that's doing. And, you know, if like every single one of these is filled, then that should probably be enough for a solid build. So the idea here is just hopper, and then make this room look a little nicer and not, you know, exposed to the danger cavern. So that's the plan. It's a little janky and like tacked on, but it's function over form, which I think I'm okay with that in the redstone farm bit of the redstone farm building. The exterior, it's great. The interior has a cactus. We're set. We're set. There's that green. Happened again. I'm gonna sleep earlier this time. Oh my god. The doors are so back. Where did I leave the honeycomb? We're gonna go on a little waxing adventure. I don't need this anymore. Take up space in my inventory. Ooh. Speaking of which, this thing. This beautiful, beautiful item. You know, I feel like most people were a little skeptical when they first revealed it. Like, oh, that's gonna solve inventory management? Like, they're real good. Take a look. Let's first. Wow. Wow. Beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, I know. We'll do this bundle demo. I love the bundles. I'm so on board. I've literally only been using them for like a couple days, but oh my god. And here we see copper oxidation mechanics at work. Well, oh well. Yeah, so like taking a look at my inventory right now. Like this is a mess. I was taking apart some of the buildings in the lower village. This is a mess. This is kind of a good, you know, good representation of what my inventory looks like when I'm building something. I have some larger stacks of other things than just all of these random blocks. You take this one bundle, bop, 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 bop. Maybe not that one. Bop, 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 bop. That works. Look at that. Clean, organized, quick and easy. And you can just take whatever you need out of the bundle. It's like, it's so good. It's genuinely so useful. I'm kind of in disbelief of how much this, like, from here on out, whenever I play this game, I'm gonna have an inventory spot for a bundle because it's just useful. It's great. I love it. I love it. Like, I think where's a good example? I think I built. Yes, yeah. It was this guy. I built this. This was like the first main build I've used the bundle on. And like, ooh, I can wax these soon. Actually, not even soon. Wham, wham, wham. All right, now I should wait for you. Oh, but here we can look. Like the lichen on the crafter and this trapdoor. It just works nicely. I like it. It's subtle, but I like it. Good gradient. But like every single block for this, you know, this would have taken, because you look at this room, it's all this plants, all this foliage. They have this weird little one decoration piece that has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh wait, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, including the redstone behind it. Blocks, just for this, different blocks, that would have been, you know, over an entire row of my inventory just for this. And like, look at all of this stuff in this room. This entire clock went into the bundle, and that's like only a sixth of it, effectively. Like a fraction of the space in the bundle. This entire thing, one inventory spot, when it would have taken up like 10. That's awesome. The bundle's gonna be like, I'm really excited about this. It's gonna be so good for like building, like doing decorations. I can use more, like in creative, I can feel less bad about, you know, throwing random blocks everywhere. It's like, oh, I could just put it in the bundle. It can be, I am worried that there's going to be like some point of inventory Jenga where if you saw it had like a +8 on this thing, let's see if I can get it back to there. If you like put in too many varieties of items, I think it kind of caps out. Let's see if you had it. Yes, like the +14, so I can't like scroll through past the 14, I don't think. Maybe there's a way to do it, and I just haven't figured it out yet. But I'm worried there's going to be something I want in that +14 that I have to go get. I haven't had that happen to me yet. I feel like it is still convenient, but if it's like my inventory is full and I can't get to that, that might be a little annoying. But I still need to use it more. I'm only like 2 days in, and the one like negative is a made up scenario that I haven't encountered yet. I think that's a good sign. It's a cool item, and you know, I like a good game of inventory Jenga. There's a reason I also play Path of Exile. But the bundle's so wonderful. I like it a lot. Great addition. Oh yeah, like this guy. Sticking in a bundle. Like, bundle. Ah, yes. Bundle. Where I need more. Bundle. Bundle. Rats, you can't see it. Bundle. Like, yeah, I could feel my brain changing, restructuring the way I look at this game as we speak. I am no longer ill. My illness has been defeated. Wahaha. So, as you probably saw, I did some building. I'm very, very happy with how these trees are looking. Having honeycomb, it's game changer. I might move these around because I realized if I want to put like a building here, I should probably put the building first before the trees, but maybe I'll just build the trees instead anyway. So I definitely need to put more around, but this block is great. I'm so excited. I think I want to put some more like large trees like this around. I need to get some more roots. I like the hanging roots there because they make it look a little like bushier. And honestly, I could probably actually even throw a bit of like coral on there, but yeah. I'm wondering if something that has been on my mind is I'm wondering if these are a little too dark. I personally kind of like the way it looks, but I think a normal tree would actually be like a bit lighter, but I don't really want to change them because I like it. I'm locking it in. But yeah, so this is kind of the vibe I want to have on the hill here. All these trees. I'm gonna put another big one up there somewhere. Just I want a tree that's taller than the house up there. Like, look at that. The vibe. It's fall. Like here, you can't even see the house from this angle. It's just trees. And then once you actually get some like bushes and stuff around on the ground, I think it's gonna look really nice and atmospheric here. I kind of want to. I want to feel like enclosed by the trees. I think is the end goal. Like this feels nice. I like this. And then also then you can kind of control when you get like a big grand view of the mountains. And also bushes will help with that. I I love the fall and the look of trees in the fall. So we have these. Oh, actually, it has been a few weeks since the last clip. There it is. But I saw the new snapshots that came out. And I'm so excited for them. I think they're actually the stuff they've revealed so far is like perfect for this area. Like the particle that just fell from here, that's not vanilla. I have a mod called Particular that's dropping these, but these leaf droppings are gonna be in vanilla for all leaf types with the new snapshots. I'm so excited. Uh, that's this could be vanilla mechanic. This vibe is gonna be vanilla. And then they're adding like the wildflowers, which I think will look really nice dotted around here. But then the big thing, the leaf litter. The brown leaf litter that you can place partially onto other blocks. That's like the perfect transition between Podzol and this grass. And then I could put leaf litter under these trees. You walk under the trees and you get the crunching of the leaves. I'm so excited. It's gonna be awesome. It's perfect for this thing we're building. I, I really hope that these snapshots are gonna be like all going towards like a vibes, just at nature vibes game drop. It's gonna be so nice, and I can't wait to just make this little forest feel so freaking vibey. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. I love these trees. So I guess that's how you do parkour, folks. So something. Okay. Back on track. Back on track. I can't wait to get my hands on some leaf litter. So with these trees, there's a little. I want to add a bit more variety to this area, so I want to try and get two more tree types in here. One of them I have basically designed. It's more like birch trees, so they're like these guys are kind of like bushy. The birch trees are more like vertical, and with those ones I like to make them yellow, so we'll get like some pops of yellow. But they're not going to be. I don't think I'm going to put them in here. I want to keep them clustered together. I know there's like a type. I think it's a type of birch tree or something. It's like it's one of those like the bark is white. I know that for a fact. It's like some weird like I wanna say hive mind tree, but trees don't have minds. I'm sorry. Um, but it's like I think like it looks kind of like a forest, like a grove of these trees, but it's all like actually one organism. If I can find a picture of it and its name, it'll be magically appearing in the sky. There you go. Um, so I think I want to kind of go with that vibe of like one single organism grove. So I think maybe I'll put it over, have one like over there, maybe one over there somewhere. But that'll add like a splash of yellow to the tree colors here, which I think will look really nice. And then the other one that I want to make, I don't have it designed yet. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, okay. I want to have one that's red because I think having like splashes of orange and red will really make like the fall vibe pop. And I want it to be like a bright red. And I again live on camera just now and hit me. It's like the reason I want to do these orange ones is because the copper grates look like leaves, and I think it's very important, especially for like fall trees, for you to actually be able to like see through the leaves, so you get like that transparency, because that's what leaves look like. That's why leaves are look the way they do in this game. I think, well, I assume. And there isn't really there isn't really a red block like that, or at least not one that I can think off the top of my head. There is like the glass. Glass is really nice for kind of blurring the edges and making it look bushy. But the thought I just had was to use coral. So I gotta test this in creative, but if I can like waterlog this or some other block, you might get. I need to mess around with it and make sure you won't be able to see like the blue of the water, because especially here, like in this biome, the water is like pretty blue. I know we have the little 2x2 up here. So like having that blue in a red tree might look a little distracting, but like if I can get that get like the red coral fans to work, that would probably look really nice. You know, it's a bushy, semi-transparent red block. And then the other one that I kind of want to try using will be, I think they're crimson vine, weeping vines. These guys. Ooh, these will work. These would work too. So I need to mess around with this in creative a little bit. But if I can get some of those like bushy red blocks, I think that's how we can make a red tree. So that's the goal. I'm gonna keep building these, maybe put in that red tree, and then I also want to build a couple buildings. I still need to work out where they're gonna be, because they're kind of big. I want to put one there, but I don't know if it'll fit. It's gonna be tight, so I might have to actually put one here. Yeah, it's things to figure out, but it's coming along. It's coming along, and like, I'm so happy with this. I want to get a view from afar. Ooh, actually, okay. Let's see if we can spawn one here. So one criticism I saw of the particles from the snapshots is that it's all like the same leaf particle, and also that the spruce trees drop leaves, which that's a little weird, considering real spruce trees don't have leaves. That. See, I think we need more of these up there, because that also adds like some more variety. I love the way that looks. Grabbing a little screenshot. Like, look at that. Oh, that would be kind of a nice thumbnail, I think. But yeah, so like the particle mod back in 180 on the thought train. So with this particle mod, I really like how all the leaves have a different texture. It's like there with the mangrove, like that looks like the mangrove leaf that's on the block. And so I hope with like the future snapshots that come out, like they do change up the particles. I am so here for just vibes game drop. I think that'd be really nice. Oh my god. I also just remembered that they're changing the lodestone recipe to be iron instead of netherite, which is awesome. I might throw some lodestones in here. Like that could be a lodestone. I could use lodestones on here. Just being able to actually use lodestones, they're beautiful. Here's a lodestone for the floor. Like, oh, hello. Like it's such a nice texture. Everything, like the top, the sides, the bottom. It's a gorgeous block. And actually having it be affordable is so exciting. think that means I'm going to need to get that iron farm up and running. Look at that. It's just like... I definitely need more trees to like get like the full vibe, like trees everywhere. I probably need to put some trees here. I want to have trees everywhere. But so far, yeah. So these are kind of like actual needles, and I think these fall faster than the ones over there. That's a nice little touch, actually. Particular is a very cool mod. I would highly recommend it. Just turn off the waterfall spray, or like the cascade one. It's like, I think if they just took this mod and made it vanilla, that would be cool. I'm getting distracted again. So if you like take that and just imagine this everywhere, that's the vibe I want. And then of course I also have to do this texturing. Like, stoked. That's so cool. Good vibes all around. So I just gotta buckle down, keep building. Oh boy. So we did a little bit of building. As you probably saw from the time lapse, this guy's super simple farm. Just a little cactus farm. It has been producing. So we got that, a little bit in there, a little hopper monster. We will never be low on green dye again, which is a block where, or an item where using a lot of. We'll need it eventually, so it's good to have it. And then, of course, I think my favorite of the... Okay. Actually, this building has something I'd like on it. I'll talk about this thing. We also got that little guy. But first, something I kind of glossed over. So, this is actually, I think, the biggest building in this little, like, town area, which was not something I was... It's not something I really realized. I have everything spaced out in my creative world a little bit. It's like actually having them all next to each other. This guy is kind of chunky. But I think, like, tucking it into the trees will kind of help hide that. But we're getting, like, an actual little, like, parkour route set up here. My favorite part of this building is this pillar. So I've been kind of, with these two buildings, I've been trying to, like, really push that, retrofitted Victorian style. So I want to add some, like, high-tech looking stuff onto it. And, like, the new redstone torch texture is really nice for this. I'm really happy with how this turned out. This is like a little bit of greebling, but yeah, I just like it's like I want to have a 2x2 pillar here, and I just kind of like created this. I love the way all these like redstone components look on the top. Comparators are nice for this. Like you could just make them glow. I didn't really have too much of a plan when building this. I literally just in the creative menu, I just like looked at all the functional blocks. So it's, all these like villager workstations and just like, okay, which two have colors that kind of go together? So like smoker and this have like this like brown on them, so they kind of line up nicely. Then we have like the gray circly bits. So I was trying to like put blocks together that looked kind of similar, right? So like I want to put an observer in because observers, have this cool texture. They have like the light gray, which kind of blends into this. They have the dark gray, which blends into this. And since I put the observer there, I was like, oh, we'll use this block because this block has like, if you use like this block a lot, you can kind of see like it has this pattern to it. But if you use like it just here as a small block, its texture really shines. Like for this, I was like really paying attention to what the textures of the blocks were. I think that's a good way to put it. And then I made this. And I really like it. I'm very, very happy with this. So expect more stuff like this in the future. So that's why when I was deciding like how to put this building, I wanted to rotate it so this was on display. I'm very proud of this. I'm gonna get better at greebling. But now let's take a look at building number 2. Okay, so just kind of here's what I want you to do. I want you to this will be your view, and I want you to just take your hand and put it, just cover this section and pretend it's not there. Hand in front of your screen. Look at that. Wow, it's beautiful. So this guy, it's got this like. So what I want to do is that it has a little sugarcane farm attached to it, and I really wanted to have like the mechanism of the farm for this one be exposed, and so I copied a little bit of a thing I saw. I think it was an Ethos Lab video where he made a sugarcane farm and he used the rails to make it so that when the sugarcane grows, it only fires the one piston instead of the whole row, which I think is it's nice. That's cool. I like that. And then that also gave me the opportunity to use these rails at like a slant. So you get this really cool like diagonal for this like roof thing that you don't really see that often, which I think was a cool little thing I wanted to work with. And I wanted to like, that's why I wanted to have this exposed, incorporate that into the design. And I think it turned out cool. So you have like all this oak stuff here to kind of like blend these two together. Got the buttons, which kind of match the little like red bits in the powered rails. I think it's cool. It's a very, very, very simple farm. It's got 10 sugarcane in it that are just growing constantly. But it's good to have that, especially with the villagers. So now, instead of having to manually harvest all of that, whenever we want sugarcane, forgetting about it, this just is it's passively going. It's great. It's great. Like, that's respectable. That's a respectable amount of sugarcane. I and we can convert that into emeralds. And on top of all of that, it has an interior that I actually finished, and another farm. So this is all, 2 tall flowers. Flick the lever, they get bone meal if there were bone meal in there, and you get as many dyes as you want. So this is actually like probably one of the most functional buildings in this entire village. Nice little cozy fireplace, and this entire place, I'm very proud of this, is fully lit up with that and that. That's all the light there is. Yeah, it's, cozy vibes. A little kitchenette, a little bed. I need to fill this up with books. But yeah, I like this building. I'm very happy with how it turned out. It's very cozy. Got a neat little floor. Acacia terracotta is a very nice to go together very nicely. Yeah, quite cool. And now we have more buildings. In this place, like, the more buildings you add, the more town like it looks. Who would have thought? I want to sleep and get better, like, aerial view of it all. Let me sleep. Like, look at that. That, like, having that there just kind of really extended this out. And also, like, makes the mountain look bigger because, we're the top of... And this is, like, effectively a giant wall between to, like, block off the view of the city. So this is kind of just raising the height of that quote-unquote wall. But, like, look at that. This is actually starting to turn like a little town square. This is going to get a bit of a remodel, and then I might add something here. We'll see. That's going to stay as a reminder of what once was. I'm debating whether or not I should get rid of that, because I've slept in there so many times. It might be worth, like, either putting a little shack there or putting some sort of indicator that this was a spot that was important for a while. But yeah. And like this tree here, actually. So I think that really adds a lot to this hill, because now this is like taller than the house. So the house is no longer like the tallest thing on there, and it's instead the trees. So this looks more tucked into the nature than it did before, which I think is very nice. And this tree here, like, such a big splotch of orange. There's actually 2 trees there. It's like, it's coming along. It's coming along. Just adding. I need to add more big trees. There's still quite a few things to do, but it's really getting there. I'm liking this. I'm liking this a lot. So, yeah, not every tree's gonna get done this episode, but I do want to get texturing done this episode, like clean up spots like that, make that podzol. So I guess like some plans for the future here. I want to have. Oh, okay, yeah. So there, I want to have like an actual mine building. Maybe. I was thinking of having like a mine entrance, but I do kind of like the idea of this being like a big cave with the rail running into it. So maybe I could add just like a little mining shack there with a lower footbridge that goes over the water into the mine. That can be cool. Could be cool, I think. That's still, I need to cook on that one. And I want to connect up these 2 paths here. Have a path extend out this way. I want to have like a little town square thing. I have an idea. I need to figure out how to build it, but I have an idea for what I think would be a cool little fountain to put around here. Obviously, I need to give this a makeover. And then after the town square, I want to have a bridge that extends over this way. And then if I remember correctly, I think there's a zombie spawner somewhere under here. I need to check episode like 1 or 2 where I showed the coordinates for that. But I think it's somewhere over here. And I have a little like chapel building designed. I've had it designed for months at this point that I want to just like put in over there. And have that be like the access to the zombie spawner. Like, we don't need it at this point because there's better ways to get XP, but I think it'd be cool to have. Say we want rotten flesh, rotten flesh should be able to be composted, I think. Yeah, so I'll have a little chapel. I want to have a little like graveyard in front of it. I think that might be interesting. And then also that would, you know, the view of this place is looking nice. The view from this place is a little messy. So I think having like a building here and something starting work on this area. This is going to be kind of a ways off, but getting this area like a bit more pretty. I think that's a goal for the future. But yeah. Look at me rambling away. So as a reward for all the terraforming and texturing and stuff that I've just did, I can finally wow. And wow. Perfect. Nice little finishing touch on this room. And if we head up here, things are gonna look a little different. So here's the first taste of the texturing of like the top area here. Stuck a spore blossom in this tree. Right there. Nice and sneaky. Vibes are immaculate right here. I've spent the past like at this point like a week texturing all of these rocks. And it's done. It's done. It's finally done. Or like this stage of the terraforming is done. I'm gonna continue this sort of texturing out as we get more like buildings out this way. But since I don't know exactly where things are gonna go, I don't wanna do all the texturing right now, then have to change it down the line later. So texturing will expand and trees will expand as the village expands. But now we actually have like our buildings on nice terrain instead of our buildings floating off of vanilla terrain. And I also have a few more finishing touches to add to this guy, which means I can finally talk about this bridge and this gate that I built. God, at this point, like doing it like months ago. Been having a little bit of rubber banding, but this is just kind of like this is gonna act as the oops, that's my bad. All right, I'm gonna need to swap that out. I need to swap that out too. All right, yeah, well, I'll fix that. This this little tunnel here is really gonna act as the entrance to the city. So the inside of here is gonna get completely redone. I did have a small planning error, we'll say, where I wanted to have this gate here because this is like, you know, this bridge ends up here. This is just like this feels like a really good spot to like go through and enter the city. But we had this rail line that cut like right through here and went all the way across. So like I just decided it's gonna go in, it's gonna go up, it's gonna go over, it's gonna come down. I think it looks fine. And then we might even get like villagers moving across there, which I think will look cool. Add a little bit of life to this. Now, I should have enough. 4, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect, I can count. So I'm also gonna light all these, and then that'll be the this will be spawn proof. But I should invest in a spider farm. But yeah, I'm very, very, very happy with how the texturing turned out. It pops more like from a distance, so we're gonna be going up there. Don't you worry. But I also want to point out like all this like grass that I started placing down. While I was doing this, I was texturing up there, and the way I did the farm, I have like some hidden waterlogged blocks. And as you probably saw in the time lapse when I was building the cactus farm, I had a little incident where one water source block got placed where it shouldn't, and it flooded the entire mountain and took out a chunk of the wheat field. That hurt just watching it cover the mountain, and I could do nothing. So that happened like 2 more times over here. And one of them happened after I had placed out a bunch of this grass. That was on that one. That one hurt. That one hurt. I had this area all grassed up and just got cleaned, just completely mowed. It was oof. Oh, I'm starting to actually light this place up too, make it look pretty. I'm excited. It's cool. I really like how like the grass like makes everything look bushy and like it blends things together nicely, I find. So like here's a good example, I think. So I'm trying to like go from like the green into the brown over here. This is a very dirty like brown area of the hill. And so you have like the grass here and the coarse dirt to kind of blend up the green to kind of transition it up into the brown, which I think this works. I like this a lot. They have like this spot here, super like overgrown and grassy, kind of also like blending it up into the brown. It's like it's a gradient. You know, more dense, so more green here, less dense, more brown up here. I think it works. We got little path markers. I turned all of this into podzol. I threw in a few carrots. From a distance, you get like the orange and the green. And if I put some more grass around them, which I might do, like that'll all go together. I dotted a few of these around too as decoration because they kind of go with the jungle. But yeah, we go up here. We got our house. There's something pretty cool I put in our backyard. We got a nice little like red garden, and you know the roses are prickly, so don't touch them. I turned our infinite water source into like an actual thing. This is why I flooded the hill a few times. Don't mind any of these blocks. Bad things happen. But yeah, let's head up there. And here we are. Just as the sun sets. We'll F1 this bad boy. Look at that. I feel like the texturing adds so much. Like it really accentuates like the shadows and the rocks. There's some really nice spots on the other side that I think probably pop even more than this, but like, you know, this deep slate under there makes that look more bouldery. It adds so much. Well, I'm just gonna silence up for a little bit and just let you take it all in before I panic run. I'm being very silent. All right, I gotta find a bed. There we go. So, yeah, we'll talk about it from here because I don't want to climb all the way back up that mountain. So we have, you know, to accentuate like light and shadow. Actually, this is probably a good example of it. Like you can't see the light. So you have like the light gray concrete pattern there for spots that are lit up. And then we have just, you know, smooth deep slate or normal deep slate for parts that are in shadow. Because this little gradient here, deep slate, tough, cobblestone, stone, that's kind of what I've been relying on. And then andesite to light gray. It's like the full gradient. Let's see if there's a spot. Yeah, here. So imagine there's a stone block between those two. And that's the full gradient that I've been using. So there's some spots, you know, these stones aren't necessarily set in stone. So like you have spots like this where I might change up the texturing in the future. I'm not sure how I feel about this. I think it works for now because like this lump here is kind of poking out. This is like its own separate spot, but kind of from a distance it kind of looks like two just like splotches. So we'll see. A big part of this is gonna be just sussing out the vibes, seeing how I like it, and then changing up the texturing as I see fit. You know, also like texturing might change depending on where I put more trees. I'm still working on that red tree. I designed something up, I tried building it, and I just kind of didn't like the way it looked, so I tore it down. So I'll work on that in the background and throw them into the forest when I feel like the design is ready. Something else I wanted to touch on is using like crops for decoration. I think wheat in particular looks really nice, especially since we're going for like a fall vibe. It really looks like, it's the same color as like dried brush. So I think that works really nicely. I could probably also throw in some like bamboo fences around there. It's like the same color. Something to think on. But then also something I really like doing is beet. Because beet, has like the little red pop and that matches a lot of like this nether stuff. So we had this is like a very bright spot. So I'm not 100% sure how I feel about this. It honestly might look better if it were on like grass, but I'm leaving it for now. Again, similarly to these, see how I like it because we're actually using beet. It's a great decorative block. Let's see what else is there to talk on it. And again, like it's not like all done, but I'm gonna work on these more when buildings get out there. But I would say this is a notable improvement on what we had. I'd like, wow, this texturing. But I think the real money shot is over there. So we're gonna just do a quick little teleport. Oh, okay. Are you ready? Look at that. I think this view gives you like a more unobstructed idea of just the scale of everything that I've done here, quote unquote, today. So, from there to there to there, this was all manual. This is hollow. And then this whole thing. And also, mind you, the inside of this is encased in spruce, which was actually kind of one of the greatest ideas I've had because it made placing like deep slate like that. This is more prevalent on the other side, but so much easier. And also made it so like when I was replacing all of the dirt here with grass, I could actually see like a line on the slopes for where the dirt was, and it wasn't like the dirt wasn't like falling down 20 blocks that I'd have to go and pick it up. It took like a week to get all the spruce and get it placed in, but it's definitely worth it. And spruce was a deliberate choice because, the what's the ideal what like mining tool for it being an axe. Like you're not going to use an axe on any of the blocks that I wanted to use for the terraforming. So yeah, like shovel for this stuff, hoe for the moss, and then pickaxe for all the texturing blocks. So that just means that you're not going to like mine stuff to terraform it, and you're not going to like poke a hole in this inner shell and just watch these blocks fall from say there all the way down to there, which mean you'd have to go all the way down in through there, grab your blocks before they despawn, then hop back up and then go back and then do it again. So the spruce took a lot of time to set up, but I think it saved me a lot of headache. So I'm definitely gonna be doing that with terraforming in the future. This spot has been left untouched because this is going to be city, so that's going to be a future project, but I think it's probably going to look similar to this over here, which I'm very excited for. I love how this turned out. It's like from back here, I think is the best view of it because this is where I think this like slope here is probably my favorite part because you can like from a distance it looks all the texturing comes together very well. I'm blanking on some words here. It's been kind of a long week as you can see, but all of these like strips of like gray and the brown gradient they're like in patches. So from a distance, those seem like there's like four of those patches from here. I actually had this like little gray green strip there. From a distance, you can barely see it. So it's like you see like the green and these like small streaks of dirt. So I think it's like I've increased the scale of this sort of aesthetic. I think that's the way I want to phrase it, right? So if you look at this, you see all these like the green lines there, which like doesn't look the best. It's like fine, it's classic Minecraft, but then this texture, like if we have these grays to kind of blend it out, and so then you still have like the lines of green and the lines of brown, but it's been enlarged, and so this is the result of that, which I like it a lot. And then we have I was messing around with shading. This is another spot that I might tweak, but we have like these like dark spots to really like accentuate all like the cliff face. I think it looks really cool from a distance. Let's see. Oh, the torch right there too makes this rock look illuminated. I might put like a little like lantern sconce there just to keep that effect. That looks really nice. But yeah, look at that. And then obviously not obviously, but yeah, I also blended up here along this like strip, which I think looks really nice. The cove there looks like the darkness in the cove looks really cool. So yeah, that's that's the texturing. That's the terraforming. We I'm done. That's what I wanted to get done in this episode. Oh, I'm so happy with all of this. I think what I want to do now is a little before and after, because with the amount of time and effort I have spent and put into making this thing, I have earned the right to show it the heck off. And I think with that, and with that, I will bid you farewell. Thank you so much for watching. I know this video is my longest one yet. Uh, I do not want this to be a regular thing. I want to be able to do more cool editing with my videos in the future. So expect a return to the 20 to 40-minute range. That's the goal. That's the goal. And I'm not gonna make this much progress in a single episode again. That's bad for me and my well-being. Again, thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it. I'm back. I'll be making more videos. So I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.